Nobody is coming to save you. Not the government. Not your company. Not your parents. Not your lucky break. Not that business idea you have been thinking about for 3 years but never started. Nobody is coming. And the moment I truly accepted that, not just heard it, but actually felt it in my chest, everything in my financial life changed forever. I know that sounds harsh. I know that might even make you uncomfortable. Good. Because comfortable people do not change. And if you are watching this video right now, something inside you already knows that what you have been doing is not working. So stay with me for the next 10 minutes. Because what I am about to share with you is not motivation. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is the raw, honest truth that took me years of pain to discover, and I am going to hand it to you completely free right now. By the end of this video, you are going to understand 3 things that will completely change how you see your financial future. Number 1. Exactly why most people are waiting for something that is never going to arrive. Number 2. The specific moment I hit rock bottom financially and what that pain taught me that no book ever could. And number 3. The exact 5-step system I built from nothing that took me from completely broke and hopeless to finally, feeling in control of my money and my future. This is not theory. This is not advice from someone who was born rich. This is real. And it is going to hurt a little. But it is going to be worth it. Let us get into it. And it is going to hurt a little. But it is going to be worth it. Let us get into it. Let me take you back to one specific night. I was sitting alone in my room. It was almost midnight, and I was staring at my bank account on my phone. The balance was so low it was embarrassing. I had worked the entire month. I had shown up every single day. I had done everything I was supposed to do. And yet, there it was, almost nothing, again. And in that moment, I did what most people do. I started waiting. I told myself, next month will be better. Maybe I will get a raise soon. Maybe something will come through. Maybe things will just somehow get better on their own. I had been telling myself that same story for 2 years. And that night, for the first time, I heard how pathetic that story actually sounded. Nobody was coming. No raise was guaranteed. No lucky break was scheduled. No one was sitting somewhere planning how to fix my financial life for me. Not a single person on this entire planet was losing sleep over my bank balance except me. That realization, as painful as it was the most important financial education I ever received. Because the moment I stopped waiting, I started moving. And everything changed from that night forward. Now let me explain exactly why most people fall into this waiting trap. Because it is not random. It is not weakness. It is actually deeply psychological. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned to be rescued. As children, someone always came. You cried, someone fed you. You were scared, someone comforted you. You needed something, someone provided it. Then you went to school, and the same pattern continued. The teacher had all the answers. You just had to sit and receive. Then you got a job, and again, someone else decided your worth. Someone else determined your salary. Someone else controlled your promotion. Someone else held the key to your financial future. And after 30 years of this conditioning, your brain genuinely believes that financial rescue comes from outside. From a boss. From the government. From a lucky opportunity. From someone else making a decision in your favor. This is what I call the rescue mentality. And it is the single most expensive mental habit a person can have. Because while you are waiting to be rescued, time is passing. Compound interest is either working for you or against you. Your most valuable years, your 20s and early 30s, are slipping by. And the longer you wait, the harder the climb becomes. The brutal mathematical truth is this: every year you delay taking control of your finances costs you not just that year. It costs you the compounded growth of every rupee you could have invested during that year. It costs you decades of returns. It costs you your future. Rupee you could have invested during that year. It costs you decades of returns. It costs you your future. And the rescue mentality shows up in 3 very specific traps. I want you to be brutally honest with yourself as I describe each one. Waiting trap number 1, the raise fantasy. This is where you are unhappy with your income, but instead of doing anything about it, you are just waiting for your boss to notice how hard you work and reward you. You believe that loyalty and hard work will eventually be recognized and compensated. Maybe they will, but waiting for it as your primary financial strategy is not a plan. It is a wish. Waiting trap number 2, the big break illusion. This is where you have a business idea, a side hustle plan, a freelancing dream, but you are waiting for the perfect moment. More time, more money, more confidence, more preparation. The perfect moment is a myth. It has never existed for anyone who ever built anything. The people who succeeded started before they were ready. Always. Waiting trap number 3, the someone will help me hope. This is the most painful one. This is where deep down you are hoping that a family member will help, or a rich connection will appear, or the government will introduce some program, or somehow your situation will resolve itself without you having to do the hard, uncomfortable work of fixing it yourself. I am not saying these things never happen. Sometimes they do. But building your entire financial future on hope that someone else will solve your problems, that is not a strategy. That is gambling with your life. So what is the alternative? The alternative is one decision, one shift, one moment where you look at your situation, no matter how bad it is, and you say something that most people never say. I am responsible for this, and I am the only one who is going to fix it. Not because life is fair. It is not. Not because you caused every problem you are facing. You probably did not. Not because help never comes from outside. Sometimes it does. But because taking radical personal responsibility for your financial life is the only position from which real change is actually possible. When you are waiting, you are powerless. You are at the mercy of other people's decisions. But the moment you decide that you are the solution, you gain access to a completely different set of actions. A completely different set of possibilities. A completely different future. This is not toxic positivity. This is not ignore your problems and think happy thoughts. This is the most practical decision you can make. Because a person who takes responsibility takes action. And action, consistent imperfect action, is the only thing that has ever built wealth for anyone anywhere in the world. So here is the exact system. 5 steps. Real and actionable. Starting today. Step 1, write your current financial reality. Not what you wish it was. Not what it used to be. What it actually is right now. Every rupee coming in. Every rupee going out. Every debt. Every asset. Write it all down in one place. Most people have never done this because it is uncomfortable. But you cannot fix what you refuse to look at. Clarity is the beginning of everything. Do this tonight, before you sleep. Step 2, cut one major expense this week. Not 10 things. Not a complete life overhaul. One thing. The biggest unnecessary expense in your life right now. Cancel it. Cut it. Eliminate it. And redirect that money immediately into a separate savings account. This single action does 2 things at once. It frees up money. And more importantly, it sends a message to your own brain that you are now in control. That psychological shift is worth more than the money itself. Step 3, create one new income action. Not a passive income fantasy. Not a business plan that takes 6 months to start. One action this week that moves toward earning more money. Send that email pitching your services. Post that skill on a freelancing platform. Have that salary negotiation conversation you have been avoiding. Apply for that better opportunity. One action. This week. Not next month. This week. Step 4, invest something even if it is small. I do not care if it is 500 rupees. I do not care if it feels completely pointless at that amount. The habit of investing is worth 1,000 times more than the amount when you are just starting. Open an investment account. Buy 1 unit of an index fund. Start a recurring deposit. The amount is not the point right now. The identity is the point. You are becoming someone who invests, and that identity will grow with your income. Step 5. Protect your mind from rescue thinking every single day. This is the hardest step and the most important one. Every day you need to actively remind yourself that your financial future is your responsibility. Not with guilt, not with shame, with power. Because responsibility is not a burden. It is the source of your power. Read one page of a financial book daily. Listen to one financial podcast on your commute. Surround yourself, even digitally, with people who are building wealth through their own actions. Your environment shapes your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions. Your actions shape your entire financial future. I want to say something to you directly before we finish. I know some of you watching this are in a really difficult position right now. Maybe the pressure feels unbearable. Maybe you have tried before and it did not work. Maybe you look at your situation and you genuinely cannot see a way forward. I see you, and I want you to hear this. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need a large salary. You do not need the right connections or the right background or the right anything. You need one decision, made tonight, that from this moment forward, you are the person who handles their financial life. Not perfectly, not all at once, but consistently, honestly, and without waiting for someone else to do it for you. I started with nothing, less than nothing actually. I started with debt and confusion and zero financial knowledge. And the single only thing, that separated where I was from where I am now, was the decision that I described
Nobody
to you
came
tonight.
to save me.
And honestly, I am grateful, because saving myself taught me things that no rescue ever could. It built confidence that no shortcut could have given me. And it showed me what I was actually capable of when I stopped waiting and started moving. That same capability lives inside of you. I genuinely believe that, and this channel exists to give you the knowledge and the tools to access it. So here is your one action for today. Not 5 things. Not a complete financial overhaul. Just one thing. Write down your actual financial reality. Every rupee in, every rupee out, every debt, every asset. Just write it down. That one act of honest clarity is the beginning of your entire financial transformation. And then drop a comment below answering this one question. What is the one financial truth you have been avoiding that you know you need to face? I read every single comment. I reply to as many as I can. And just writing that answer in the comments, just saying it out loud, is more powerful than you realize. If this video gave you something real today, please hit like. It genuinely helps this message reach the people who need it most. Subscribe to Exponential Wealth for a new video every single week. And share this with one person in your life who you know needs to hear this today. Nobody is coming to save you, but you absolutely can save yourself. I will see you in the next one.